allow the two children to attend the budget.
It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay.
She
Off your mic. Off your
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó lódodo.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Maiyegun Live.
Glory Facebook, glory YouTube.
Thank you so much for joining me again after that long reading day that we had earlier. I believe I have recovered a bit for the main thing tonight. Read the caption of this broadcast, the description as well, and then share it, like it, because I have come with a bag of goodies as well tonight. It is Better Gate again, or Edugate, or you can even say Better Edugate. It doesn't matter. It is the same scandal. The scandal that first rocked Tinubu's government started with that of the humanitarian minister. Like when Nigerian politicians says they want to lift Nigerians out of poverty, I have come to realize that they were actually talking about lifting themselves out of poverty, not you. Share the broadcast.
And yes, right. And yes, right. And yes, right. And yes, right. And yes, right.
Well, again, for the often time, the northern leaders, whenever they had the chance, they have not missed the chance of reminding all of us that they regretted and still regretting their Muslim ticket, Mumu tickets.
Yes, right. Ojelu Esuraki. And yes, right.
So Motide. Now, good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you. From wherever you are watching me from, it is Maiyegun live. I hope you can hear me loud and clear, by the way. The moment you can no longer hear me loud and clear, please signify in the comment section. And when I see it, I will fix that. Hopefully it is perfect for us tonight. So going forward, we are starting with the Betta Edu Gate. And this is this lady, Betta Edu, the supposed one of the 48 thieves of Tinubu. Betta Edu was the woman the woman leader for APC, a young lady who happened to also be, or formerly rather, Commissioner for Health, Cross River States. So she's been in the political sort of a system, somehow that you can tell possible thing she learned in her career is the immorality, the self-moral degeneration, which these characters actually represent. So a woman minister who was appointed to care for supposedly women too. I'm talking about the vulnerable, the most vulnerable, the poorest of the poor. Supposedly in Nigeria, they were supposed to be asked to care for. The resources given to her were supposed to be used for them. But again, when politicians say they are lifting people out of poverty, pay attention very well. They are lifting themselves out of poverty. And you can tell they have been those only that this actually worked for. So Betta Edu was appointed minister after helping Tinubu and shitty man to patch and pack all of their incompetence at the time, where she's rewarded. And she became a minister. The minister of humanitarian, poverty, alleviation, disaster, whatever management. Anyway, when Betta Edu became minister, our first assignment was to begin to put together our own SPVs, special purpose vehicles. In Nigeria, this is a fancy name given to the proxies or front, they call them front too, okay? In Nigeria, so that you understand what I'm saying here, okay, let me explain that to you. In Nigeria, the Nigerian politicians, they are those who award contracts. They themselves are the contractors. They are also the ones who also sort of carried out oversight function on those supposed projects. So at the end of the day, the entire establishment filled with all these corrupt politicians, it is all about rub my back, I rub your back kind of a thing. Okay? So Betta Edu, when Betta came in, when Tinubu came in, Boko Haram's people were everywhere. including the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. And the story behind the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs in Nigeria was another creation of the political class, just a means of compensation for themselves. For example, the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs in Nigeria was created by Bokwari not to alleviate poverty, not to help you, the poor. It was to compensate Shadia. And from record, they said when Bokwari was in Kaduna as a military officer at the time, they said Shadia played one kind of a significant role, that she was a cook for Bokwari and some of his colleagues at the time, and she got compensated as a minister when Bokwari, but they actually said she's Bokwari's girlfriend when Bokwari was still man enough before he became a vegetable. So it wasn't meant to really care or cater for the poor people in Nigeria. It was just a compensation for her. And she really milked it. At a point, Bokwari was giving that same ministry over 500 billion naira to be shared to the poorest of the poor in Nigeria. And indeed, Shadia was sharing money. It's just that all the money Shadia shared, they had no account of who collected what and when and how much. So when Betta entered, Betta Edu decided to put together our own SPV boys, SPV, special purpose vehicles. Special purpose vehicles are fake companies that are going to be collecting government contracts from that ministry. Most of the time, they can easily just quickly go and register some of the companies so that that will allow it to pass through the financial check and whatever background check. So they will say, okay, you are registered. They do not pay taxes. They are in their hundreds of thousands, fake companies like that, created by politicians, okay, to swindle or to draw money from the public purse for projects that are never going to see any light of the day. So Betta did the same thing. What did Betta do? Betta Edu, first, being somebody who is new at that pedestal, federal level, huge money. This is not states now, federal. You will need to first, wet the floor. Wet the ground rather, so that you can walk on a sort of a wet ground. Wet the ground and walk on a wet ground. Wetting the ground simply means before you begin to keep some things for yourself, you need to take care of those who facilitated and made it possible for you to become a minister in the first place. And that was where Gbajabi Amole came in. Now, Gbajabi Amole, being the ones who is writing and cleaning their names, is the chief of staff to Tinubu. It is Gbajabi Amole's final handwriting, right, that will determine if you are going to get appointed or not on that Tinubu. So because of this, that makes Gbajabi Amole a very powerful person. He is your de facto president in Nigeria. The only time you are probably going to have a problem is when Remy becomes uncomfortable. But so far, so good. They seems to all be fine. So when Betta became president, became the minister, so they started the racketeering, their own racketeering. No effort in trying to probe all of the thieving and stealing done by Shadia, by the way. But Betta was pretty much like hit the ground running. The first wahala started when Betta Edu entered the ministry. Okay, she started approving some money. Like, it became so ridiculous, right? The supposed permanent secretary or so of the ministry, the lady she's a lady, who happened to be the last person to really, in fact, she was supposed to be the one to raise memo, okay, and take it to the minister. So when the minister signs it, he will then do all of the civil service stuff by ensuring that the memo ends in the right place and the money is paid. Now, whenever, the way they build the ministry, right, this lady, okay, she's not minister, she's there in the ministry as one of those, So what happened that she has to sign before any money could be released from the ministry's account. not the minister. She has to sign. Her signature has to feature. So when Betta came, the mood of okay, they are the new guys in, they are like the new minister. So she seemed to cooperate with Betta Edu. Incessant greed for money, ridiculous memos. She will call her. I need you to raise a memo of 150 million for so and so. I need to raise this and pay the money to so account. So she was paying the money. At a point, she was like, the way this one they go, this money go finish before December. And all the people she's approving the money for, they have absolute nothing to do with the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. So what did she do? She used that power and she moved the... Nigeria is not a real place, right? So this secretary, she didn't follow any due process or anything as well. She said she was acting in saving the ministry money from Betta Edu. So she moved all the ministry money, about 38 billion naira. In fact, it was actually about 40 billion. So she moved the whole money to her own private account. She did. So Betta Edu had no access to money anymore. So what did Betta do? Betta now wrote a scratching sort of a letter or so, or a memo, that lady must be removed. And you know that she's been there with Shadia all this while. Now in fact, them buy the furniture for the office, because now them open the ministry. They are the first set of the people. To them, it's pretty much like their inheritance, kind of. Bokwari rewarded them with it. So now that Bokwari is not in charge, Tinubu is in charge. This person that is coming in, the way he's doing, she's doing as if to say, we can't let that happen. This is our ministry, kind of feeling, So the battle between Betta and this lady started. But she's a minister. She could take the case to the higher level and get her arrested. And that's exactly what she did. So she quickly raised the memo and said, when she became a minister, all the money in the ministry, almost 40 billion, they said the money that Betta Edu met in that ministry when she came, as as wasteful, as corrupt as Shadia was, they still left about 70 billion in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. So I swear, 70 billion. That they said within a space of 3 weeks, Betta Edu don't loot over 20 billion. Like they have approved over 20 billion. And there were others that she was asking for too. That was what made the lady to say, in order to protect the money, that's why I moved it to my private account. About things they happen or things they occur. 2 women. So why Betta Edu was doing all of that? We did not know that there are some memo raised that did not go through the FEC, okay? In Nigeria, okay, they believe that if you are a minister, any contract or any project that is above 100 million naira, you have to take it to the FEC for approval. But Betta Edu was not taking the whole memo to the FEC for approval. She was taking them to Bajabia Mole. And Bajabia Mole will minute on it and take it to Tinubu. Tinubu will minute on it and say they should go and pay. Because the money was coming back to Bajabia Mole. Yeah, Betta Edu, the first week she became minister, she approved. Yeah, she approved and got the money paid out. She approved over 7 billion naira to consultants. These consultants were to go and look at the register of the poorest people in Nigeria. Supposed register put together by Shadia, the former minister. The register they were using to pay poor people. They now discovered that there was no register. According to them, there was actually no register. Shadia was like Allah Joshomolu, the thrift collector. Allah Joshomolu happened to be a thrift collector, okay, who never wrote down the thrift or what have you that he was collecting from his customers. He has no account, he has no document, he has no nothing. He takes everything and he puts them off hand. And all his customers, when it's time for Alaji Oshomolu to pay his customers their money at the end of the month, he never mixes them together. Everyone gets exactly what they put in. Okay? Everyone. And that's why they always believe that Alaji Oshomolu, the thrift collector, is the most the brainiest human ever. I don't know Alaji Oshomolu. I think it's a fiction. Okay? But a lot of people believe, well, my parent told me it was real because they grew up in Shomolu. I still don't think that's real. So that is exactly what Shadia was. Alaji Oshokoto. Shadia was like Alaji Oshokoto when they give money. She shared 500 billion naira in 2 days to 11.5 million household, comprising of at least 70 million Nigerians in 2 days. In no use bank, in no use account, in no use anything. And there's no record. But she paid the money. So Shadia as Alaji Oshokoto that should be in jail right now. She is not. So Betta Edu wanted to put structure. They needed structure. The structure of renewed hope. So for this structure of renewed hope to work, the poor people who have been told that subsidy was gone and backing with the hardest and the harshest kind of economic reality today, while they were waiting for their 5,000, 8,000, I've been at 10,000, Betta Edu, she had paid about 7 billion naira to consultant. Guess who were the consultants? The consultant to help scientifically discover the poorest Nigerians and how to help them. So they gave them 7 billion. Jabia Mole and his own company collected about 3 billion. The Minister of Interior, Olubumi Ojo, Minister of Passport, Olubumi Ojo's company collected over 400 and collected 460 something million naira in the name of trying to help you look for the poorest Nigerians. So last, everybody just collected the money and they just cleaned their mouth like that until Betta Edu misfired. How? There was no issue, no nothing. Everything was fine. The lady that was trying to give her the problem, they kind of, I don't know, maybe suspended or sacked, or I don't know. She was even invited by Efcc to say she stole 40-something billion. She got to Efcc and she told them, I did not steal it. I tried to save the money from the minister. In fact, let me tell you something. I have some memo I can show you. You have no idea how greedy and how crooked this lady is. We have never seen anybody this desperate for money. Like money. It was pretty much like somebody coming to the office and say, congratulations for your new appointment. Say, leave congratulations, come here. Where is the money for this ministry? Where is what? I need the bank account of this. I need the account balance of this ministry. Say, Minister, you are not even going to have a conversation with all of us. At least, familiarize yourself with your staff. People who are going to work with. Hey, give me the bank balance, please. How much is there? Everything is about 60 billion. Okay. Now, I don't want anybody to take money from that account until I tell you next. And then you started taking. And the lady was like, oh, Shadia, I go mad to you. So they decided to release some of the memos of Betta Edu's desperation. Betta Edu, they sent text message to somebody who works in the ministry that don't dare me, don't try me. I told you to give to sign that so and so. Don't dare me, because I can get you sacked. She was so like that, oh Baba. I mean, like she was so like that. Don't dare me. Don't try this nonsense with me. All for money. Oh. So they just released all our memo out. I say, oh yeah, we're any better. Oh, we're giddy. She believes that now that she's with the big boys, she can do like the big girl. I mean, a lot of these guys have collected billions. Okay, so now who do you want to report me to? The president. Oh yeah, go and report. I'll just call Uncle Femi. Uncle Femi, somebody just told me that he's coming to report me to the press idiots. Madam, alone jare, omo better. Iwo better, auntie jare. Omo better. Better. Don't mind them. Let them say. Just let them say. So I think this overconfidence was what really pushed Betta so much that she didn't know that they will probably not speak for her. Because you know something? Betta Edu wanted another 4-point-something billion naira. Now, the account of the ministry, the person who was supposed to be able to help her, she is no longer in charge in that sense. And she can't sign it. She was so desperate, right? That she did what has never been done before. She raised a memo of over 4 billion naira and sent it straight to the Accountant General's office to pay some certain people their bank account, to pay ministry to pay the supposed money they said they want to give to poor people, pay it into private account of people. Some of them, right? For example, the Minister of Interior, Pelumi Nubi, his own company that got over 600 million naira from this money. Their job was to go to Ekiti. Is Pelumi Nubi from Ekiti, by the way? Is it from Ekiti State? No, it's not. Anyway, Pelumi Nubi, another lady who was said to be from Lagos. She was also given about 600. She was to be paid about 800 million naira. The money was for her to go and discover the poor people in Akwa Ibom, the poor people in Anambra, the poor people in Abia. So they paid her, they were to pay her over 800 million naira just to go and help them discover the poor people there. Ekiti people that voted on credit for APC, who are still waiting for the money APC promised them since February 2023. Some other people have cashed out on them. Pelumi Nubi's company collected over 600 million naira, which includes Ondo, Ekiti, and Ogun. The poor people in Ondo, poor people in Ekiti, poor people in Ogun State, they are all over 600 million naira to go and discover you was paid to this guy. He is still your minister. And look at this guy, the lady who is approving all of that, right? She is not in jail. Yeah, God bless you, Jerry. Somebody just said that Alajo Shomolu is real. No, the story was so good that sometimes you just believe that it's not, but I think it is real. The story of Alajo Shomolu is real. But there could be some exaggeration in the entire story, okay? There was an actual Alajo Shomolu. But I'm talking about Alajo Shokoto at Alajo Kalaba. That is Betta Edu at Shadia. Shadia niti Shokoto ti Kalabani. Anyway, so this money was moving that way until they now say, you know something? The Accountant General now wrote her back and said, no, by protocol, you should not even be sending me memo. Any memo, the only memo that can be sent to me, and it shouldn't come from you, Minister. No, you don't do that, okay? It should be the memo approved at PEC. Approved by PEC. Which means during the meetings of the ministers and all of them. So you can't raise a memo of this amount and send to me. It's totally no. Okay. We did not know. That's why I said that majority of what they do, it is to give us a bit of a glimpse, you know what I mean, into what they are really doing than what they are saying. So we believe that now people from inside their camp decided to, when they were done with her, they decided to release all of those leaked documents that finally got her suspended, but not arrested. So yesterday, the Efcc came out and they said their investigation of Betta Edu since her suspension had come back with 30 billion naira. 30 billion naira traced to the private account of individuals she paid. Baba, CEO 5 months as minister, 30 billion. And that's what they said they have seen. And to me, I don't want you to get carried away, so that you can begin to feel like, okay, no. Maybe they are fighting corruption. They are not fighting any goddamn corruption. Don't be stupid, right? It's nothing like fighting anything here. The whole put up of the whole drama is to further give what some people call a little bit of a distraction. Okay, and if you are not careful, there are other worse things they are doing. Okay, and that is why you should never, for any reason, even entertain it enough to think they are fighting corruption. They are not. If they are, Betta Edu will be in jail right now, like a Mefiole. I'm just saying, like, just put her there. But she never slept in any of those prison cells. And she's a criminal. She abused her office. Just like, I know the entire regime is illegitimate. So sometimes we shouldn't be so surprised that it is happening. But of course, I'm not surprised. We are putting it on record, right? We are not surprised that there are thieves, and thieves can't catch thieves except if they want to deceive their victim, who happen to be the Nigerians. Sometimes they want to show you what you want to hear. But if you pay attention very well, you realize that they are deceiving you still. But sometimes keep it on that way, so that those who need to know will know, and even you. Sometimes when they lie to you, you know they are lying. At a point, you begin to believe the lie. Do you know that? If they begin to believe their lie, the next job is to ensure that you, who knows it's a lie, to begin to doubt your own truth. You know they are lying, right? But they keep lying. They keep repeating the same lie again and again and again, to the point that they started believing their own lies. There you are doubting yourself, like, is it true or is it a lie, sir? I can't even remember. But is it true or is it a lie? That's what they do. When you lie too much and begin to believe the lie, those who know that it's a lie, you might even try and convince them by putting doubts in their own truth. Is it true? It's not. Is it not? Is it kind of? Right? So, Betta Edu and the rest of their gang, what they now told us now is that in just about 4 months as a minister, where no single dime is actually paid to any poor anywhere, 50 bank accounts with over 30 billion naira. The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Poverty Alleviation paid to individuals 30 billion. I mean, even if all this, what do you call it? All of this subsidy is gone, baby work of pain, labor pain, and all that, right? Even if them give that 30 billion genuinely to the poorest of the poor in Nigeria, do you know that will make some little impact on them? It will. But you turn it up in the private pocket of some individuals. Let me digress a bit, because I may not have much time to come back to it at the end of the day, okay? So a lot of them have been roasting, including some obedient too. They have been roasting Obi. Remember when Peter Obi went to Gombe? I think I showed you that video yesterday. Yeah, I said even if he commissioned the borehole, give him his thumbs up, the two of them. Because if to say the Nigerian system genuinely had provided water, drinking water, Obi won't need to go and do borehole and be taking pictures. If the system had provided, infrastructure for all of the people in that contraption after 63 years, I believe that somebody like Peter Obi will not be going about with 5 million naira check, or 2 million naira this, or borehole here, hand pump there. But because Nigeria is a very, very funny place. Because you see, by all means, right, you have governments who has failed you. But Nigerians will leave that government, and the criminals who have made their life hell, or who are making their life hell, they will face you. I remember when people used to ask me here, I mean, I used to have a kind of an emotion that could be easily manipulated because I'm human, right? So I have this personality that if I have something, I don't, something just make me feel like I should give them out, like give it out. So then I feel better when I give that out. So, and yes, the kind of personality that could be easily emotionally manipulated. So on Maiyegun's diary political here, right? So people will kind of, come and say, Maiyegun, please, I need school fees and all of that. How much is your school fees? I'll give them. Oh, Maiyegun, please, we are having, I'll give whatever I could. Then at a point, there were others who kind of, when I'm now kind of doing my program, talking about all these vices and calling on people to please rise, wake up, right? Then you will see some of these motherfuckers, right? They will come around and they will start asking me, how many people have you helped? People are doing charity. People are doing philanthropy. You are just there condemning and condemning. Are there no poor people in your own state? How many of them have you lifted out of poverty? And I was like, what happened to your government? Why do you really get so worked up that I can do whatever I want with my money? I can choose to give it. I can choose not to. Right? So why are you so worked up about somebody else's money when indeed the people that are starving you, shortchanging you, raping you, you don't even have any voice to speak out and say something to them? So it is a Nigerian thing, all right? And you say, you should be helping other people. You should be helping people out of poverty. I say, what is my business with helping you with out of poverty? You see that entitlement of a thing, or better still, right? I figured that out too, right? Nigerians will be like, let's say me, Maiyegun now. I just said that or more. I want to go and buy Maserati. I'm just saying, And then I just say, Maiyegun don't buy one car, 1.2 million pounds. Why would he go and buy 1.2 million pounds car? Do you know how many poor people in Africa? Do you know how many people that don't have food tonight in this country, Nigeria? See that boy, I don't believe that Maiyegun. I don't listen to people like that. You just go and buy 1.2 million car when there are poor people in Nigeria that you could give the money to. Have you noticed that that's how typical Nigerians talk? They get angry with the way you spend your money. They are experts on how you should spend your money. And that is why the politicians will steal from them and turn themselves to philanthropists. For politicians will steal all the money meant for the real development, and they'll begin to give them peanuts and say is a great philanthropist. All right? He's a great philanthropist. Do you know how many people he has helped? Do you know how many people he has sent to Mecca? Do you know how many people this man has sent to Kenikon? You, this man, how many people have you helped? I did not steal your money because I never have a chance of stealing your money. So why should I be giving my money to you because you are poor? It is Nigerian mentality, entitlement. Sure, you get. They are angry that you are spending your money the way you are. It's your money. But they do not have that same energy. They do not have that same voice to challenge the criminals whose real job, main job, is to fix the road, build you, infrastructures that really, really care for you. It is not Obi's job. That's where I'm going. Obi is shut up your mouth out there. A typical Nigerian. Obi is not your senator. He is not your governor, not your president, not anything. You are just being stupid as a typical Nigerian that cannot, who doesn't even have this. You don't even have, some of you don't even have that brain. To boldly express how you feel or your disappointment in the people that you are paying to make your life better. Baba, in that Gombe community, the true story behind it, because they know they dragged the guy since. So he gave them money and they did this hand pump borehole. They can write Excellency on top of donated by His Excellency Peter Obi or internet don't fire since. See the ball. See ball. Where billionaire they do. Then this Obi is a useless. This Kiniko is a useless coming from the APC. You see that area? The true story behind it is that the people living in that community, they are part of Nigeria. They have never seen pipe-borne water in the 63 years of Nigeria independence. Ever. In Gombe State, they have to walk. Listen to this. They have to walk about 10 miles. That's about 16, 17 kilometers into Niger Republic border to get water, drinking water. So somebody now said, they don't get, you see, people don't even get electricity. How they want to do borehole? There is no electricity in that place. Ever. There is no drinking water there. They have completely been abandoned and ignored. So somebody now mentioned it to this guy, say, okay, just give us money to do borehole. We don't need electricity borehole. We don't need any fancy thing. We just need anything that can easily get us water and save us that journey to Niger Republic. Let me show you a video. The same community they just do that one for, now them be this so. On a normal day, when they want to go every day, they will gather themselves. They will go as a group to go and fetch water in Niger Republic. And you sit down there on Twitter, on Facebook, you're having an opinion. A billionaire, this is a disgrace. This is an embarrassment. Which one is more embarrassing? That Nigeria, after 63 years of independence, a community in Gombe State would have to go to Niger Republic for water. On foot. You weary, shameless wearies. Which one is more embarrassing? That the giant of Africa, more than 70% of the areas of Nigeria, they have no electricity. They have no drinking water. More than 70% of areas in Nigeria, including popular cities, major cities in Nigeria, they do not have any drinking pipe-borne water provided by government. So which one is more embarrassing? That those people will no longer have to go to Niger for water. Water that you can drink. Water. So which one is more embarrassing for Nigeria? This one or that one? Anyway, like I said, it is just a little digression. Where the money meant for general development ended up in private pockets, and those criminals who take the money, they never get punished for it. But every one of you will try to show interest in the trouble and what people are going through. You will take the blame. You didn't do it right. Is this how to help the poor people? If you want to help the poor people, just help them. All of us, you know that, if you want to shake it, just do it. Oh, you are even just doing it because you want people to see that you are a good person. You are not a good person. You are, it is an horrible place, so to say. And sometimes I ask people, why do you put yourself through all of that? Why do you want to be part of, this madness and say, oh, we need to build Nigeria? Which Nigeria? Anyway, that's on the side. So they also said the same Efcc that is yet to make any arrests over Edu Gates or Betta Gates. They have come out to tell us how much Emefiole actually mismanaged. They are holding Emefiole for releasing dollars without letting other people bid for it. Oh my God. Let me show you. They put this out earlier. All right. That is the EFCC. That, they haven't told us how much exactly was stolen from or looted from the Central Bank of Nigeria. But this might give us an idea. Okay. Again, do not take all their word for it, because nothing is going to come out of this. I promise you. You are only knowing this just on a need-to-know basis. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jari, my lady. My lady. Thank you, everyone. Somebody said that digression was a necessary one, Abi. I need to chuck it in there. Here you get. I just put them inside there and then, continue elsewhere. Thank you so much, my lady Flora. I saw that, okay? Right. This is going to give you an idea. Every time they mention central bank, whether up or not, right? At least you have an idea of how the billions and millions left the Central Bank of Nigeria. So the EFCC are saying that the reason why they are actually taking him back to the court again is because there are more charges coming, like Dasuki. We're waiting, we don't read about Dasuki that time. Hey. God damn it. There's nothing where we don't read about Dasuki. We're expecting them to then, try Dasuki and jail him. Try others and jail them. But till today, while we are waiting for them to punish Dasuki and everybody involved for what they told us about Dasuki then, Dasuki don't born two picking. Even some of you so many of you were struggling under Bokuwari on how to feed your children, on how to survive economically. Dasuki wait until you say they jail. And why if they born, that they do naming ceremony. Omomeji in Dasuki been in prison. Just so you know, okay? Omomeji, two picking, Dasuki wife born for him. While he was in detention for money they told you he stole. I don't think the wife of Emefiole is that young. But we'll find out. At the end of the day, no shishi, no shembang came out of that. But please take a look at your screen again, because I'm going to be reading them out. According to the EFCC, they said Emefiole allocating Forex of $2.136 billion. $2.136391 billion without bid. Allocating Forex of $291,945,785.59 without bid. Abuse of office by special allocating of Forex of $1,769,254,793. Abuse of office by special allocating of Forex of 370 million. Corruptly received 26 points. Hey, they said he corruptly received $26,552,000 from NIPCO PLC. Corruptly received $740,000 from NIPCO PLC. Now, we can begin to calculate how much they will say Emefiole actually stole now, okay? So, corruptly received $2,410,000 from Raja Punjab on account of Forex to his employer. Corruptly received $6,320,000 from Raja Punjab again. Corruptly received $7,720,000 from Raja Punjab. Raja Punjab, it can't be like Amita Bashar or something like when you are like calling all the spirits in India. You know those Indian movies where they will be calling spirits. I say this one now, spirit where they give Emefiole money. Because that Raja Punjab, $7,720,000. Corruptly received $850,000, all in dollars, so from Raja Punjab. Corruptly received $400,000 from Source Computer Limited as kickback for contract award. Hey, 400B. Corruptly received $200,000 from Source Computer Limited as kickback for contract award. Again, it confer corrupt advantage on its associates, Limelight Multi-Dimensional Services Limited, to the tune of 900 million naira, 216,000 naira, and 324 naira 21 kobo. They said it confer corrupt advantage on its associates, Limelight, to the tune of 1 billion and 60 million, 30,000 and 249. He also confer corrupt advantage on his associate, Artswin Resources Solution Limited, to the tune. I see that tune of that one. No. They say to the tune of to the tune of 398 million naira. The other one is it confer. Okay, all these ones are in naira. At least I should manage it here. 151 million, 204 million, 149 million, million. And you already broke where they shout, Akabi Omolodo or Jaga Banditi on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere. None of these changes, none of this rubber touch on a handle. Well, okay, not Tinubu Abobakus. The Buhari idiots, cyberbarians. While all of you are languishing in poverty and you are singing next devil, these guys are really cashing out. Anyway, I don't want to believe everything, but sometimes I do not want to not believe everything. Okay? Because that's a lot of money. Anyway, they said that is why they are holding a Emefiole. And that is why Emefiole will be in their custody until they get all the money from him. I don't believe that. But let's move forward, away from it. This community in Enugu, the community where the Enugu state governor, Peter Mba, has been accused of taking people's land by force so that he can give that to the Fulani who wanted to do Ruga in Enugu state. Now, there is going to be a problem over that. I promise you that 100%. There's going to be a problem on that, and it is going to be very soon. Or Oples Uzodimba did the same thing in Osu. He tried the same thing in Olu. And as we speak, he is already building the Ruga right there in Imo State. The people in these communities they have been mostly chased away by the Nigerian military, who call them IPOB, ESN, just to make sure that they leave their land and never return. All of this won't really bring any lasting solution or confidence to this whole thing at all. No. They are only buying time. And as time goes by, it will all be history. I promise. I mean, it's going to happen. Okay? Because what we have right now is that people are aware that without the government or the people in government's collaboration or support, the Fulani terrorists and their jihad that they are driving through the southern part of Nigeria, through the eastern part of Nigeria, they wouldn't even have any foothold at all if there are no people, the politicians who are clearing the road. So in Enugu, this community came out to say, not only that they are being attacked, see, it's actually a two-way thing. See, they rejected the Fulani terrorists and their axemen in their communities. By so doing, they became hostile to them. They do not want to see them. And on the other hand, the government wanted these Fulani terrorists to be resettled in these places. And this might sound like, are you serious, Maiyegun? I am more than serious. But they are doing a lot to ensure that news like this and content like this don't really make it out. And when they do not gain any traction that will force them to actually do otherwise. So Oples Uzodimba has been having a free hand and he's been kind of like pushing it on. And as we speak, they will soon announce that the Aruga is ready in Imo State. So for Enugu, these communities have suffered Fulani terrorist attack, and their stories has barely made it to the news in Enugu. And this has been like attacks that we are talking about where over 10, 20 people are being killed. Now, women who took to the streets protesting this, I will leave it here for you. So it's just so sad that when the victims of bad governance take to the streets and they start calling on the government to come and help them, as if to say it is not the government that abandoned them in the first place, allowed the murderous jihadists called the Fulani terrorists to run amok, as if to say it is not either their negligence or their incompetence that put you in that situation in the first place. So you turn around and say, government, let's tell government to come and help us. Oh, government should do something. Oh, we need government to do something about this whole thing. Oh, are you being serious? Like, I think naturally that's what people say anyway. They just call on government, right? Because the last time our people called on government and the government ignored their calls, they called on individuals. And one of them responded. He nearly paid the supreme price. Our people in Enugu, Okeogun, Ojaodon, Ayete, Ibarapa, and all these places, they have been under the Fulani Islamic jihadists and their terror for so long that the government probably just unplug every contact from their side and say, well, you're on your own. The man that responded to that nearly paid with his life. There are others who were not so lucky. They got killed just for responding where the government, where the government was deaf, intentionally deaf. So I don't know, like, I do ask myself that too, like, why would people who are victims of, who are victims of the government-sponsored criminality, so to say, then call on that government. Government should come and save us. Government should come and help us. So government should come to our aid. And in 5 years' time, they will tell you, we have been facing this problem for the past 5 years. We have been calling on government to come and help us. They didn't show up. Please tell government to come and help us. In year 5, you are in the first month, right? The government has shown that they don't give a damn about you. Then 5 years later, you are still there. We need to. We have been calling on government to come and help us. We need government. Wow, okay, bye to the Sha. How okay. Anyway, for the people of Enugu, we know that a lot of them, for politics and politics' sake, they call it for political exigencies, right? They will rather die than speak for you. The day you know that, the day you know better. They say, Omo, the criminals in Nigeria will sacrifice their people as long as it is going to continue to guarantee them the access to power and everything that comes with that. You have to be the one to ensure that you stop them. The moment they can no longer use you as their own bargaining chip, we are going to get there. When you begin to actually make it difficult for them to use you as a bargaining chip in their project Nigeria, the moment you will get to tell yourself and say, oh, it's true, these guys do not speak for me, they do not represent me, and I actually have to make them realize that you do not speak for me, you do not represent me, and I will do everything in my power to ensure that you will believe that too. Do you understand that? When you say that to those who think you can't think, You know, like, who taught you all of that one? When did you start thinking like this? Say, well, the moment I realized that I deserve better. Yeah, until you take it up with them, they will never stop, my guys. They won't, brethren, they won't. And that is why you need to realize how dangerous they have become, all because of keeping all this lust of power or something like that, right? You have to stop them. You have to have a reason to stop them, and I'm giving you the reasons why you have to stop them. But we need a number. We need a number to stop them. Okay. Yesterday we were talking about the people of Edo, and that was Shaibu versus Obaseki, right? Well, Shaibu is now gone. I didn't know if he reached out to Oshiomole, his godfather. I just saw some video where Oshiomole said APC, Egbekegbe, is not a rehabilitation home for the rejects. Oh, but that's shocking. Because I actually thought that your sins are forgiven the moment you join APC. Egbekegbe said by the same Oshiomole. Right? Well, I'll share that with you. The APC said they do not want Shaibu. The same Shaibu who was praying for the guy who is now, the marvelous guy, who is now the deputy governor, who took his job just a few months back.
From strength to strength, glory to glory. Because me is ignorant, so he supposed better pass me and grow past me. So that is why the prayer I pray for, I say, he go better and he go grow past me. So we are coming from strength.
So let's call that shot. let's call the BS. So Shaibu is gone now, and they have just told him, no call APC, so that you're not going to try to mix them together. We know the rehabilitate people in APC. I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm going to share that with everyone, if that's all right, yeah? So Oshiomole, who was with other members of supposed APC, had this to say about Shaibu and this political career.
To say that somebody wants to run to APC, APC is not a rehabilitation center. I can tell you that for free. We in APC, we are satisfied the way we are. We are happy in opposition. And we are not about to receive people who are coming because they have lost out. No IDP cap in APC. So my advice is those who are having challenges should learn to respect their bosses. And many of you will attest to this, and that is what gives me joy. I have always advised people, whoever you work with, be loyal. I was here, I was unable, whether I was right or wrong, it's a matter for individuals to judge. I was unable to support my deputy to succeed me, right? But my deputy never took me to court. And if there are people who profit only from crisis, they cannot have my support.
We must go! We must go! We don't need that.
If I disappoint PDP, I will never have peace in my life.
to make a pronouncement. So everybody will have to be careful. You give somebody an umbrella, the next day he defects. EFCC will come. He said, no, let me join them. So EFCC will not be against you. You carry the vote of another party and you join another party. Can you transfer vote? You work hard for somebody to win the election. Tomorrow the person says, no, I have defected. If you are defecting, leave the seat. If you know it is easy. About it. Even when you have spent your 8 years in office, then you continue to pretend to say who becomes who, whatever, in River State. Somebody say me. It may happen in Lagos State, but it will not happen in Rivers. As a governor, I will come and go. I can't stop it. I must come and go. All the Kebari left. You've never heard Oddly saying that you will do this, you will not do that. The day my tenure, by the grace of God, ends, I go. That's how God wants it. I am not going to impose anybody on this state. I will not do it. You see what happened in Edo State? You see what happened in Edo State? You see what happened in Anambra State? Even in River State, did not happen. Did not happen? There's nothing you can do. People will change. People will, if there's anybody you want to bring in office that you think will do according to what you want, then you must be joking in your life. Then you're not a student of. When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good job of Mr. President, the good job of people dying every day, the good job of Naira falling every day, I feel so ashamed that we have gone to the level where psychopathy, people will come and say, look, I want to continue the good job of Buhari. What is the good job of Buhari? Of hunger is a good job. Of poverty is a good job. Of insecurity is a good job. Of the economy falling is a good job. It's such a shameful thing.
Don't mind them, don't mind them. Where you see, don't mind them. Don't mind them, don't mind them. Don't mind them, don't go another way. I said, don't mind them, don't mind them. Don't mind them. I said, don't mind.
Wike, I actually just used him there for my tea break. And that was after the Oshiomole's admonition and advice for Shahibu. Insane, right? It is similar in River State. The level of confusion that Wike has created in that place is massive. I mean, PDP, APC, PDP, they don't even understand themselves in the place. Yeah? Oh, you see, let me explain that too. Wike had his own boys who are still loyal to him, claiming to be loyal to Tinubu, and they are PDP. Okay? You know, say Tinubu na APC. So the APC in River State and the PDP loyal to Wike in River State, the two of them are claiming to be loyal to Tinubu. How do you think they will greet themselves? I attended one of their meetings, and this is how they were greeting themselves at the meeting.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
Those are the people. There are some of you young people are looking at and saying you either join them or forget it because there's nothing anybody can do. You are mortgaging your lives, your future. Yeah? For people who are like career political jobbers, failed individuals, chancers, criminals whose only job is to wait for the chance to get closer to your commonwealth. You are so eager to condemn any other group that is outside these two leprous fingers or two leprosy hands. APC, PDP. Una no even get shame. I mean, come on, man. This is because of Wike. Tell me this is not shameful, and I will probably describe you for who you are. See. If you think that is some level of foolery, top fooling, have you seen Pastor, what's that guy's name again? Pastor, I've been a Reverend Dayo Israel, APC youth leader. Yet to mad, he go to extra. He is a pastor. When it comes to this political fooling or trying to make an appeal and make an impression that makes you like, oh yeah, you know, infidel to my and I want
you to join me to pray. We're going to recite this 21 times for everybody here, for His Excellency Senator Barao, for His Excellency Abdullah Umaru Ganduje, for President Ashiwa Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima. Ya Hayu, Ya Kwayum, 21 times. 1, 2, go. Ya Hayu, Ya Kwayum, 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 one more.
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
Àti ẹ̀yìn báyìí. Side ẹ̀yìn báyìí ló ti máa gé ọrùn ẹ̀. Have you not seen the video of all those reverend fathers captured by Boko Haram? They say Dayo Israel. Now Bishop, the Bishop Dayo Israel, and the Reverend Dayo Israel. Bishop. Jekomu. Ayu yakoyum tung pariwo yen. Because they say you have to say Astagfirullah, like, may God just forgive all your sins before they cut off your head. It's for your own good. Can you understand now? So when the terrorists capture you and you cannot read yakoyum, you better learn how to read Astagfirullah. Because I fast because you lot man be on infidel because you can't go there. You know, there are the people who said that if you see Remi Werekwe, they're supposed to stone them to death. That's what one of them said, one of the sheikhs. They said, see, all of you waiting for southern Nigeria, una be infidel. But if you can't become, say, you can't carry title, like pastor, deacon, bishop, but you are a senior ogbologbo infidel. The problem is that I think it's better. You could think say something, they chop your neck. I have seen them do it many times, and that is why I do not take them for granted when you see those people. I've seen it. Thank God I would never want to see them again. Now, you know, I lied during the time of ISIS. And when those wannabe terrorists in Nigeria were also cutting off heads, I saw that on my dig ground by they cut off, they drop people. Let's go to the next one. Before some people take offense that you're Israel, you can be fooling yourself. But let me tell you something, though. You see, there are some things we do or say that we do not probably see the gravity of what they are. For example, when you say something, now let me give you an example, okay? For example, let's say we know how Nigerians always react when they hear about homosexuals. Nigerians, when they hear about homosexuals, yeah, man and man. Nigerians could just automatically, now the sex with the inside that homosexual, and that one they interested. That is what they are interested in. How now they do now your house? Who is husband? Who is wife? Typical Niger, and I'm like, you know what I mean, like who we are. So also, you go somewhere. See, when I came to this country, before I came to the UK, I mean, it was a normal thing now. You go see somebody, we see your motto to UK, back with Orobo. And she'll be there, don't feel give me Orobo. Orobo. If you can't call anybody Orobo, only in case you. Because if you call somebody Orobo, that's fat. And they would say you have caused them depression. They are suicidal now. And now you go call the one that's I did not see it that way. So you have to be careful how you say it. Okay? When you see somebody who has an anorexia, that one we say they know they eat, okay? You can make them dry. You can say lepa, lepa to sure. Eh? I don't try them here. If you go say when you go lepa, you are reminded if you get depression. Serious stuff. It is also the same thing when you go abroad, for example, right? And you meet your colleague at work. Every time I in Nigeria, if you go, no, sir, your colleague, you know, if you call anyhow, no, you know, sometimes if you have a go busy where you want plant coconut or the granite, it don't already sort of a sprout out of the ground, kind of. We don't see them as a sexual harassment. There are so many things we were doing that we have been so used to that we don't see them as sexual harassment. That's why here, sometimes you just have to keep to yourself. Okay? Because if you see your man, you are looking beautiful these days. So I'm gonna see your house. See your Baba, you can lose your lose the share. You will lose your job right away. And they tell person no. I saw a video and I don't know how to feel about it than to use it as a means of passing out this message to say there are things we do or take for granted that are actually sexual harassment. And they are not really cool. We laugh at them, we bypass them, we do all that stuff. But they're actually not really cool. If we look at it like genuinely. Beginning with what happened to this madman, we then contribute to money, made them go change in kidney for India. So that you don't go die. They contributed money for Nigeria, send you to India. You enter India. You tell the nurse that waiting you carry, the machine where you carry. If she can come back later in the night, you go show them the machine where you carry from Nigeria. She could dream about you only. I didn't know how to feel, but I'm going to share it with you.
And they talk about Germany. Another one now they happen for India now. On a brother now wanna contribute money now, fly go India, go collect treatment now. On a brother now don't reach India now, the hospital bed now, Mona listing within this. On a brother now wanna contribute money for maybe for collect better treatment. Mona listing within the talk now. So they don't change you.
You like?
But I don't like Africa.
No, Africa good. You should like Africa. Africa good. If you see Africa third leg, you like it. Forget the color, forget the complexion. You like what we are carrying. If I remove my clothes, you love Africans. Africa very good. India no good.
India is no good.
No, India.
So you also come in India and give you treatment.
No, India good for treatment, but India no good on bed. If you come to bed now, I show you how strong Africa is. Do you know what I'm carrying on my waist? Africa, very good. Night, you come, I show you what Africa means.
I know, Africa is your country, so lower. Okay, because
Night,
my country is India, is so good.
no, night, you come, I show you what Africa is made of. Africa, very good. We have 10 legs. India, just 2 legs. Africa, 3 legs. You come, I show you. You forget your name, you forget your age, you forget your family. Only me, you remember me. Everything you give me, you wash clothes, you see me. You bath, you see me. You sleep, you dream, you see me. Only me, you see everywhere you go. So night, you come, I show you what Africa have. Sunita, Susu, night, you come, I show you what Africa have, okay?
Third leg lórí hospital bed. Person where they contribute money, make them go treat for India. They talk about African third leg. Listen, it is absolute sexual harassment. And I could see all of you laughing there. I was laughing too, but seriously, it is not funny. I'm serious. Well, hopefully, all of us can begin to make some adjustment to, you know what I mean, like how we actually indeed treat other gender, opposite gender rather, out there. Sometimes all it requires is just to respect them. There are things you think in your head, you just keep them, you leave them there. You leave them in the thinking, what do you call it, thinking department of your head. Leave them there. Don't release them to the speech department and make it something you say out that way. You know, Sunita, sorry, we apologize, Sunita. Okay, we are not all like that. There are those who will come to India for real medical care. But will I say the kind of medical care they are giving them in India is so good that somebody they contributed money to save his life from Nigeria suddenly grew a third leg, strong enough. It could use it like that of a kangaroo. You know, kangaroo get about 3 legs, Abby. Kangaroo standing, it will just use that third leg. Idiot. Anyway, let's go forward again. So I was, while I was coming back from that Indian hospital, right? Then we saw that everywhere smoke, smoke. Kilo to deba to your long. Leko, need to motor. Smoke, fire, shops on fire, everything. Pano, firefighter. While we were waiting for firefighter, everybody trying to see what they could do. They were throwing the goods of some of these shops down from the 3rd floor up there. The firefighter came, but there is no water. Well, I don't know if I have to say Nigeria need the help. Abi, save Nigeria and break this shit all up, right? We were killing fire. Yeah, fire, kill fire. Need to matter why millions of, wares were going up in smoke.
now. Let on the thing. For in the country like say they want to do. Oh.
Glorify your name to the core. Owner of the day, owner of the beginning and the head. I glorify your name to the core, Father of the glory. There is nobody can share the glory with you. You are beginning of the glory, you are everlasting glory. You are glorify your name to the core.
So, because we heard that there was no life lost. That's a win. Okay? But that is the shit hole. The mega shitty of Nigeria are built by the Aquaman himself, called the man that Poseidon, the one that stopped the Atlantic Ocean from sweeping through Lagos. Unfortunately, they no build firefighting, Anyway, that happened. So people are counting their losses until another few days. Another fire will take place again, and we will come back to this again. I'm trying to manage my time, but let us now that we are in Lagos, so let us probably join others who welcome Pelumi Nubi, that lady that drove from London to Lagos. 68 days. One very, very critical accident, not fatal, but it was like, And then she arrived in Lagos to the, to the loving welcome of her family and the Lagos state government. I do not want to take you through all of that again, okay? But let's just, since we are in Lagos. So what happened in Lagos when Pelumi got to Lagos? She drove from London. Are you thinking what I am thinking? The other day, somebody rode Okada from from London to Lagos. Another one has just driven a car from London to Lagos. Are you thinking what I am thinking? With this expensive japa here and there. Okay. Don't think what I'm thinking, because you are overthinking now. All right. You can't drive from Lagos to London if you do not have a visa for it. I'm just saying, right? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Baba? Camry, old man. Camry, I don't think it. I mean, no. Okay, let's leave it at that. Pelumi happened to, when Pelumi got to Lagos. This was how she was welcomed. No time. Okay. Yeah, that was how she was welcomed. Somebody said that she's the APC London branch. I don't think so. Okay, don't look at it that way. But you probably won't be far from the truth. Okay, but I do not want us to look it that way. Let us sort of give our flowers for our achievement. Okay, it is something. And even though it is associated with the APC, I do not want us to take that, to really take the shine off her that way. Don't see it that way. Or see it wherever the way you wanted to see it, Jerry, because what's the point? You will still see it the way you want to see it, Abby. Because especially when I saw her seated there, and Abike Dagburu. Remember Abike Dagburu? So Abike Dagburu was there. I didn't want that to eat as well. That woman.
So thank you very much, Your Excellency. I will not be doing much talking because I'll hand over to the Vice Chancellor, our sister, who gave a remarkable reception yesterday at the University of Lagos. Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. I want to give that to you. Your Excellency, only a woman can talk. They will also have Miss Dad say a word or two about their actions, moments, not knowing whether the daughter will arrive safely or not, or we give God the glory. And on stage yesterday, they were all on their knees, giving God the glory, and then our mother. So, Excellency, I just want to thank you for receiving Pelumi. For us in the Diaspora Commission, of course, we monitor the journey. And one thing about this very inspirational and courageous lady, she doesn't want any help as such. I'm going to do it alone, and I'm going to get it done. But of course, at every stage, the Nigerian embassies were there to support her. In fact, without her knowing, to send information to the borders before she got there, she gets there that we don't want any problems. But she will tell you herself the best border she ever crossed.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
Sorry, Jerry Pelumi, because we actually don't want to tarnish your achievement, but you see those Olori Brukus like that, I can't help it. I can't let them sort of enjoy that same thing we would like to give to you, so to say. Pelumi. So the lady that drove a solo from London to Lagos, Nigeria, to raise a fund as well for charity. She's raising money to support some few causes that she believes in for charity. So that's the beauty of the whole trip. It's just that murderers. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't really totally just pretend I didn't, I'm cool. No, I'm not. When I see them talk, okay, but still, let's go back to Pelumi. So when Pelumi landed, Sanwo-Olu took advantage of that, gave her a car, gave her a house, took a selfie, and, like trying to be like a very nice person. Sanwo-Olu. And indeed, outside that room, where, like, okay, come, we've got something for you. You've done so well. You've made us proud. Or maybe make her even drive from Glasgow to Abeokuta. But na dubious dark or go day house. I will just say, show today. Okay, yeah. First, I come because like somebody like dubious dark or they tell us say, Maiyegun is doing solo drive from Glasgow to Abeokuta or from Glasgow to Odogbolu, so that the government of my state, Ogun State, can come around. Or Mankop, no Mamupa Demi. I mean, Mule. Happy bed down. Dubious dark war. The dubious dark of Bamuni 1-on-1. If nobody say, as much as there is still law or lawlessness in that contraption, there's still some level of universal law that says it can't just probably just shoot me in the head like that and on that. But nevertheless, some people said that it doesn't really give a damn, and I do not want to find out myself, okay? But if I decide to drive from Glasgow to Abeokuta, meeting point for you. I know them very well. Elewe is the police headquarters in Ogun State. It also serves as the abattoir as well, where depends on why you are taken inside. If you go inside, no come out again, alive. You get that kind of a thing. If you use my own, instead of giving me car, instead of giving me all these things, about we are not straight in. But let's go back to Lagos, where Pelumi was given a car, and here was how it went.
Oh, really?
Hang on. There's actually one before that. I do not know why I missed out on that. So I'm going to go get it back. Give me a sec. Okay. So Pelumi, who kind of received some, she received a lot, financial, like monetary, this, property, that, and it's always normal. By the way, Nigeria, it's a place where a state governor can actually spend the money of the state using his own supposed discretion, right? So which simply means that he can decide who to give or who not to give the state resources to. He's given that leverage as a state governor. And that is why sometimes Tinubu, the reason why Tinubu is so revered among the supposed professionals who were supposed to have ensured that a criminal like that does never had or gained access to power at any level. He did by ensuring that judges were given landed properties, cars, money. It's not always about money anyway. Let's go and see Pelumi's car. Here is Pelumi's car, presented by Wike.
Sorry. Lleva.
Man, it's going to be so awkward, yeah, where you see some of these rogues, the praise singers, all of them around, and you have to drive and demonstrate so they can go, oh, she's driving a car. That would be so weird, right? Even for Sonweku, then to one motor for the first time, all for show.
Oh, really?
Okay, bye.
Thumbs up.
Hey. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Say something.
How do you
Say
feel?
something.
Honestly, I just feel so blessed, so amazed. I'm grateful for the Lagos State government for providing this, and I'm lost for word. I wasn't expecting this. It was just meant to be a visit, and it's turned to so much blessing being poured upon me. So I'm super grateful, and I'm thank you so much.
CBC, please.
And immediately after all of that, London, Pelumi, she didn't waste time that same evening. she did exactly what sent Bobrisky to prison. You know that you are all preparing, as you are all preparing for your Eid al-Fitr tomorrow. Yeah, the end of Ramadan. The mommy of Lagos won't be with you. She's in jail because they couldn't discuss her. Like they won't bail her. She's guilty. They are waiting for her sentencing. But what sent her to jail is what Pelumi did, and she's still standing. Showman, no way at all. Only no way at all. Showman, no way at all.
Pelumi, oh yeah, Pelumi to talk, Pelumi to talk, Pelumi to talk, Omo to taleno, Omo to taleno, Pelumi, Omo bushy fine, Omo bushy set, Pelumi to fine, Pelumi to set, Pelumi to Pelumi Pelumi somewhere. Oh yeah, Pelumi to fine. Pelumi to set. Pelumi to fine.
But Bobrisky will be seeing the video and be like, this is not fair. This is so unfair. Where is she? Why is she not here with me? But it is Nigeria. Nothing is fair, bro. Okay? Nothing is fair. Especially if you know that your last name is not that of one of those ruiners. So nothing is fair. Just take it as it's served. May Nigeria not happen to you. Put it that way. Now, let's go to the next one where people are feeling like, Wala mashele. If Tinubu failed to do something about Wike, now some other groups came together. The way Wike is running Abuja, no, Wala Marshall, there will be a problem. And this is what their statement says, right? Here.
The choice of appointment made so far by the FCT minister is an affront to the Center of Unity status of the FCT. By and large, the FCT has been turned into an extension of River State. There is an urgent need. The choice of appointment made so far by the FCT minister is an affront to the Center of Unity status of the FCT. By and large, the FCT has been turned into extension of River State. There is an urgent need for the FCT minister to retrace his steps as the risks of polarizing the federal capital territory along ethnic and religious lines, which can potentially rupture the fragile peace in the FCT and its environment. The FCT minister must realize that he is the minister of the Federal Capital Territory and not the minister for River State. So, the attempt to flood the FCT with politicians from River State need to augur better for the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Reform Arewa Youth Coalition wishes to advise the FCT minister to see his appointment as an act of magnanimity by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he is a member of the opposition People Democratic Party territory. We are using this medium to call on the FCT minister to end his ethnic pursuit in the FCT ministry. It is expected that upon resumption of office, he should acquainted himself with the mandate of the FCT ministry to guide him in his conduct. The mandate of the FCT administration is to build and administer a federal capital territory in compliance with the master plan by the establishment and effective ensuring service-oriented administration that can respond to the needs of all residents and other stakeholders. The mandate of the FCT is clear. It is not for the interest of any particular ethnicity or religion. This much the FCT minister must come to terms with moving forward. The FCT is not River State, and the attempt to undermine the federal capital principle is in poor taste. The Reform Arewa Youth Coalition believes that in the spirit of unity and inclusiveness, the FCT minister must act right at all times in fulfillment.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see.
And these are part of those who have become jobless immediately after Bokuwari. Imagine somebody from Arewa reformed nonsense talking about ethnic supremacy in Abuja. The people that are not, these Sharia northerners continue to believe that Abuja is the northern part of Nigeria when the people of Abuja are not Sharia northerners. It's just less than a year with a weekend. On that one, I wanted to go back to River State and pack all those people who don't get job for River State. Pack them into Abuja. Okay? So I can see more videos like this. All right? That's all I can say. Because, you know something? These are those who are feeding off. The ones that Tinubu sort of referred to. That you that said unemployed.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn, in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. Abi, that's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
That transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn. That transmission.
Give me a sec. I think I've got my wireless microphone pointed at a different direction, and it started making like that sound, not like that, but like. I think my time is up. I still have one or two things to say, or maybe I do not want to say wrong thing. It is better I just put a lid on it now. Open the curtains, right? For those of you who might want to have a say on this program tonight. So get your phone, all right? And the number to dial is right there on the screen. Use it. When I get back, I will take calls. And that could be your call. Meanwhile, before you leave, if you have to, remember to like this broadcast as well. Like the video if you have enjoyed your evening with me. I enjoyed myself so far. And if you had as well, right? Come on. Like it before you leave, and if you are not leaving, pick up your phone and call in if you have one or two things to contribute to this tonight, okay? I'll be back in a minute or two. Anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, or brethren, in the temple of truth. I do have a caller. Let me take it. Okay. Here. Hello there.
Hello, Uncle Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you, Baba?
I'm fine, sir. And you?
Well, very well. Thanks for asking.
Sir, do you remember me?
I do, but just not the name. It sounded so like. Do you want to remind me?
Ebuife.
Say that again.
Ebuife.
Ebuife,
right? Yeah.
Was that the name you gave me the first time we ever spoke, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember Ife and all that. Oh, bless you. How are you, Baba? How are you today?
I'm fine, sir. Yeah, I'm good.
Fantastic. I'm glad you are on then, okay? Please.
Yeah. I just wanted to say hello, to be honest.
Say that again.
I just wanted to say hello.
Oh, you just wanted to say hi, like hello.
Yep.
So how is your mom? Is she around?
Yes, she's around and she's fine.
Oh, is she there with you now, right?
Yep, right here, beside me.
Grant, is she interested in saying hi as well, or she's just there smiling at you while you're on the phone, no?
Ekalesa.
Ekalema. Oh, God. Because I was like, did Ife call me directly? Oh, okay, now I think I get it better. The moment he said, "Do you remember me?" I said, "Tell me your name." And it's Ife, and I remember that it was, it was you who wanted to actually call in that particular day because I was saying the line wasn't working, and he grabbed the phone and said, "I'll try him and see if it's working."
That's right. Your memory is sharp.
I know. Anyway, how are you tonight, Ma?
Adupe for Lord, we thank God. We thank you. Well done. Again, what can we say? We can only pray that God will continue to strengthen you, for the good work you're doing. It is marvelous. It's a lot of effort you put into this, educating every one of us, and again, making us interested in what is going on. But Ọlọ́run àtúbọ̀ máa fún yín lágbára. You know, go tire you because Nigeria matter they tire person. I don't know how you they do
Well, it's not been easy too, but it's just that sometimes when I remember that I have a lot of people that actually look forward to this, then that's all I needed.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
That's right.
But I'm glad that you actually really enjoyed the conversation again tonight, like always. Okay, thank you so much.
As always, great work. Thank you too.
Yes, ma'am. And then my regards. Send you went to Ebuife again. Tell him I said hello.
Good night.
So I'm going to get that same eye next time, bro.
So of course, good night.
Grand, you have a good one. Okay. Good night.
Yes.
That is Ebuife right here in the UK. A very good brother. You see, I am a winner. Every time I remember that young minds like Ebuife, I just spoke, to me just there. When I know, every time I remember that there are young minds like that who have been somehow been introduced to Maiyegun's diary political and at the same time introduced to the real development back in Nigeria, their supposed country of their parents' birth. So when I know that young people like that are indeed having time, even if it's just an hour, half an hour, it doesn't matter. The fact that they actually have time to listen to this makes me feel like I'm a winner. I have won. Like I have won in life. This whole thing is not for a waste. Those are the generation that will remember that they got the right information at the right time, at the formative years when they are trying to understand the world. Somebody helped them to understand it better enough that they could make informed decisions. So that is my own trophy. That is my own award. Ebuife, you make me feel proud every time that I have somebody like yourself, patient enough to sit right there and listen to me. God bless you. Here is another caller on the line. Sorry for keeping you there. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. You?
Well, very well. Thank you. It's been a long night.
It's Ferdinand.
A long day, if you ask me. Here we are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Ferdinand from Newcastle.
How are you doing tonight, Ferdinand?
I'm okay. Maiyegun, you see, I really love what you're doing. I really love what you're doing, and keep doing it because the establishment they watch your broadcast. They are getting your message.
They do
because there was something I noticed when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. They tabled everything he was saying against Buhari. And even Nnamdi Kanu used to tell us then, because I used to listen to his broadcast, that do you know that if I want to broadcast by 8 o'clock, the federal government by 7:30, they've already tuned in. They're waiting for me.
There's no doubt in that because you see, platforms like this, they are all normal things. Okay, every government in the world does it. Okay, if they look at you and you are discussing just fun stuff, you are not a problem.
Yeah,
but the day you begin to discuss something that has to do with governance, government, politics, you begin to monitor.
You become a person of interest.
Yeah, you have a platform that will influence millions. They don't joke with it. And that is why when people look at me and say, you're just wasting your time, I'm like, okay, don't worry, give it time.
They don't joke with it. They have all their agents, even as if brokers, they are following you back to back. They are watching you on YouTube.
No doubt.
So keep doing what you're doing because it's hitting them. It's hitting them. So what I wanted to say, you see the likes of you see Wike. Wike is example of what a leader should not be. He is a typical example of what a leader should not be. I don't have any. I already know that he's going to be, he's going to have problem in Abuja because I know he will try to run Abuja like Rivers State, and he will have problem with it. I'm not in support of these northern fanatics who think Abuja is a core northern state and want to kind of like shadow Abuja. No, I'm not in support of them, but. Wike also, the way he's also running Abuja, let us also be fair, it's not also good.
At least
Wike has destroyed property.
Yeah, I get you.
Yes. Yes.
But the impunity in the entire system seems to be something that everybody's just waiting to implement, right? It seems so.
Yes.
Like everybody's waiting for their turn to now implement that. Somebody is watching right now. You remember when Jonathan was there and they said everybody in Abuja was dressing with art and Niger Delta this. And that really was one of the reasons why they said Jonathan must go. He has to. Okay? They could no longer feel like they are in their area, Abuja anymore. The Niger Deltas everywhere. Jonathan has to go in 2015. You remember that time now? So, and that's why you remember like, and when Bokwari came, sorry, Ofedi, right? When Bokwari came, the entire Abuja turned to what? To North again. Even Igbos, they dress like Igbo boys, they dress like Abuki.
Like I was,
they live all the
like Abuki.
You get because of whatever they are pursuing in Abuja.
Exactly.
So maybe we can carry out the same thing. But Ferdinand, please.
That's the reason. Yeah. So now you see why I called was because after the other day you made the broadcast on Airpiece.
Yes.
I went and watched that interview with Allen Onyema in full with Arise TV. I watched that interview. Maiyegun, it's quite a pity that Nigeria has gotten to this extent. The extent that our hatred, or do I say the hatred towards the Igbos, is quite more
institutionalized.
Is more than the quest for development.
That's right.
Do you get what I mean? Like the hatred that towards the Igbos is more than the quest for Nigeria to develop. So let me just explain what I just said now.
Yes. Now, they are more interested in sustaining their hatred towards the Igbos than how they are interested in developing Nigeria as a government.
Exactly.
So right.
Exactly. So instead of an Igbo man to be the one that will develop Nigeria, Nigeria prefers to remain underdeveloped rather than have an Igbo man develop. So now, when Allen Onyema was saying, he said they fought for over 7 years.
Yes.
That their proposal was turned, like his country denied him. I mean, that kind of like puts a question mark on my head. Okay, his country denied him. Among the Nigerians that have been, you see the way all these Western airlines has been making money, milking our system. This is a country that is looking for Forex. So a country that is looking for, look at how the Western airlines has been milking our system. People fly from Nigeria, from UK, from London, any part of the UK to Nigeria for thousands of pounds. Among those people flying, are they only Igbos? Are there no Yoruba people flying there? Are there not people from other parts of Nigeria that are in the UK? So when you stopped Ali Nonyema, when Buhari's government stopped him from they frustrated him, did other Nigerians not take part in that frustration? Now that Airpiece has entered the market, I checked flight details, the prices have come down. Every other Nigerian that is going to travel home now.
Have you heard the latest?
No. No.
There is another conspiracy against that same Airpiece. So this time around, it's not from Nigeria. It's from those foreign airlines. You know what they are doing now? It's like coordinated. They all crashed all their prices below what Airpiece crashed theirs to. And Airpiece, they've crashed their own price to the most moderate level that actually really meets what they believe is the economic wherever of Nigeria right now. Anyone telling them to crash below that again, they will run at loss. And it's like, the guy is on TV now. He's telling everybody that they have started international conspiracies, right? So which simply means that the airlines, they will get the subsidy elsewhere. They will get it from. They will crash the number so that Airpiece won't be able to. They won't be running on profits. So in the past 6 months, they may have to cancel the route again. This is where normally you will need your country. Are you with me, Ferdinand? This is where you will need your country.
Yeah, I'm here.
Where you have to stand up and say, if you try this with us, right? We are going to stop it from flying into our country. But no, it's Nigeria.
Yeah.
Just so you know, they're already threatening that. Just so that you know.
Wow, that's serious. I'll go and look into that. That's very, very serious. But again, it also shows you what we've been missing all this while. Because I traveled to Nigeria last time. I told you, I traveled. I know how much I paid for my flight ticket. I know how much I paid for flight tickets. Now, Allen Onyema has come into the market with a bullish approach, and they are trying to suppress him. But again, our government is if the establishment can actually forget about this hatred and wickedness, Nigeria would have gone. Maybe we wouldn't even be discussing about. We wouldn't even be discussing about breaking up now.
Not this
now,
way. Even if we are, it won't be this way.
Yeah.
That a lot of us can't really wait for it to happen. It will be in a much like advanced, accommodated, and peaceful way of discussing and saying, you know what,
break
we
up.
are missing out on so and so. We want to break up. And they will say, why are you breaking
You
up?
want
Now,
to
why
break
don't you
up?
just ask for those things and they give them to you? And you are still part of us. No, we want to break up. Please now, don't break up now. Come on, let's share you
Exactly.
It would have been on a different atmosphere entirely. But yeah.
And if it was Dangote who wanted to run airpeace, I promise you, the federal government will not only give him, they will not only give him all the support he needs, they will even give him the money to go and buy more planes.
Are you saying you are saying give him money? They will go.
They will give him money to buy more planes
and give them to him.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So now, which is why Nnamdi Kanu, there was a question he asked during one of his broadcasts. He said, Scotland, that Scotland you are there, the population of Scotland is about 6 million.
Yes, so 5.5 million.
Yes. Now, in 2016, Scotland conducted a referendum because majority of them wanted to leave the UK and become an independent country.
Yes.
And they were granted a referendum. Yes. Just 6 million people. You guys are not up to 6 million, but let me just say 6 million.
We're just
people.
Under 6 million. Yeah, we always use that figure, okay? Because we're actually like 5.4, 5.5. That's the real population of Scotland. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Exactly. So now in the south, the Biafrans that want to leave Nigeria, they are over 10 million.
More.
They are over 10 million people or more, if not more than 20 million people. And these people, you don't deem them necessary to have the right to conduct a referendum to decide if they want to stay in that contraption or not. You're denying them. If they raise issue of referendum, you use your military force against them and see it as if they are trying to like form a terrorist organization. Like, I don't understand why
you criminalize the struggle.
You criminalize it. Yeah,
it's not part of democracy.
See, as if it's not part of democracy.
I know.
Whereas in the West here, it is regarded as a right.
Yes.
Because people have the right to stay on their own and be governed by whatever law they decide. So I don't see why Nigeria should still be functioning where we have a different law in 10 northern states, Sharia law, and that law is not applicable in the south. The law in the south is not applicable in the north. Then what are we doing? We've been deceiving ourselves and lying to ourselves all this while. But I think we all know the reason. Because of the crude oil in the south.
Let me go take another one there, Ferdinand, because of our time. All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Before I go, I just want to ask one question. How far the Konzani oil in the north? I thought they discovered oil there.
Oh, you have no idea.
But we know they hear that one again.
That there is no oil anymore. Bauchi and Gobe. They know they've stopped it. They actually made an announcement and said, well, you know what? We have discontinued the oil exploration in I swear they said it. But maybe it didn't receive much announcement, like when they said they found oil. All fake. Ferdinand.
Wow, thank you very much.
You have a good evening, okay? Now, that is a brother there, Ferdinand. You see, somebody said to me, I'm saying this to you, all of you now, so that you can be the judge, okay? So somebody told me and said that they have lost interest in our calling session because people don't follow the timing, and that they saw, they do see how I struggle to get people to kind of, okay, round up, let's go to another one. When normal, right? People should know that, okay, I've got 5 minutes, okay, I'm going to make sure I use it quickly, right? And then, and they said that because of that, they wish I just take out the calling session. I was like, don't take away the calling session. We just have to let our people know that, please, let's manage the time enough that we can have enough people on, okay? I actually had that conversation with a friend. He was concerned and he said, sometimes people just spend time and they forget the fact that it's a phone-in program and all of that. And they see me struggle to kind of remind them, like, well, I'm not struggling to remind them. Sometimes I enjoy the chat. I enjoy just having that chat with you until I'm like, oh, we've been talking for 10 minutes. Guy, let's wrap it up now so that people don't become, So I beg of you, please help me in that aspect, okay? Don't let us drag it too much. Every 3, 5 minutes, that's it. Let other people come on, right? It helps. Save time. Hello there. Is that not one true? Who did this? One true emperor. Is that you? Can you hear me? Okay. I think I don't.
Hello, hello, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Alaikum Sapa, brother. See, how are you today?
Oh, feeling good, feeling great, but a little bit angry. Arsenal went to go and mess me up. Foolish club.
Oh, Arsenal ticket cut, Abi.
Nah, bro. I don't gamble.
No, not gamble. Oh, you didn't get the joke. See, the joke is that your team that you've been kind of projecting that by the time we win this game now will be this, and we'll have more points and this and that. Then you've done all your calculation. The last minute, shop. Arsenal cut.
Imagine. Arsenal just done me today, I beg. So let us go with the rider for today. Also, I just want to say one thing before we get into it. That's your friend that is complaining about people spending much time on the phone. I don't think he understands the frustration Nigerians are going through. So let people call.
We don't see things all the same anyway. So I told her, I said, don't even suggest it. If I take that away from that program, there will be people that will pass and say, wow, bro, what today,
Bro, let your friend stop crying. Let your friend stop crying. All right, let's move on for today.
He's probably hearing it too. That he should. Please.
All right. So let us talk about Betta Edu. You know, the Nigerian youth, the Nigerian young slaves, the Nigerian zombies and bastards that only care about Z-World and Big Brother and all that. They will shout at you. They will shout at the top of their voice, saying that they are the leaders of tomorrow. And yet they were given an opportunity. What happened? 30 billion.
50 bank accounts.
In a private account.
50.
And yet the Attorney General, instead of him to report, he was even advising Betta Edu on how to raise memo. So basically, from what you've said, it means that these politicians, these ruiners of Nigeria, they still are monetary raising memo. All they have to do is to raise a memo and they don't move money.
That's all it takes.
So as you said before, even though those zombies back in that country don't think they are kidnapped, they don't know that the government is using their destiny to be paying ransom. They don't know that they are paying ransom.
Honestly.
All this borrowing, all this looting, the average Nigerian is paying ransom. They don't know that they are paying ransom.
It's like we are being held under gun, what do you call it right now? And they could just do whatever they want.
Whatever it is that they want. Whatever it is that they want. Now, let us now go away from Edu. Let's now go to these northern bastards crying. Honestly, whenever I hear these northerners complaining, it's like they are making noise. It's like, you know, when mosquito is disturbing you.
Right.
That is how they sound. Where were they during 8 years of Buhari? Buhari was their president. Northerners are still the poorest people. Northerners are when you talk about slaves, number one are Nigeria. Number one, Northerners are the number one slaves. They can carry their Islam. They are the number one slaves. And these bastard slaves will look at we Southerners and call us infidels. Let me say it right now. If you are a Muslim, whether you are from the south or you are from the north, you are a fucking infidel. To me, you are a fucking infidel. You are a fucking infidel. To the Christians as well, hearing me, you are also a fucking infidel. Do you know why I'm calling you guys infidels? Because you bastards, you slaves in that country, you abandoned your true religion for a white man's religion. You kill yourself. You abuse yourself for a foreign religion. So all of you in that country called Nigeria, you are all fucking infidels. You forgot your roots. You forgot what it means to be Yoruba, what it means to be Biafra, what it means to be an Ijo, a TV. You've forgotten the education that your forefathers gave you, and you're crying and killing yourself over a white man religion. And you Nigerians, it will not be well with you. So let us forget about that one. Now let us go to that your Israel. That see, don't be asking the pastor they speak Quran like that. And wait, Michael, does he think that by him knowing how to speak Quran, does he think that he will get special position?
Well,
does he think that
there are those who think so. Oh, I need to go and learn how to speak Hausa so they will love me. I need to learn how to speak Fufude so they will love. Oh, I need to learn how to speak Arabic and they will just make me, I will just look like a special person. Dumbo fuck, as you said,
okay.
Right?
Okay. So now let me now say this, and I'm very sure that my brother in the chat will agree with me, Martinelli, because Martinelli knows redeem like me. Normally, when a redeem pastor mess up, they're supposed to report him to his area pastor, zonal pastor, regional pastor. The question is, all these foolish redeemers that are watching us, are they going to report that you're Israel? Number one question.
Well, they can't
because what? Because
no. Can they?
No. You see. This is Nigerians for you. Nigerians are not worried about corruption. They are worried that they are not the ones doing the corruption. Absolutely. They are worried that they are not the ones doing the oppressing. Because if Nigerians don't have that mentality, I promise you that your Israel should have been excommunicated by now. But yet, foolish Nigerians, those bastards, those slaves, they will tell you that there is God. So those bastards will still go to church, that your Israel will still stand on altar and still be preaching to them, and those bastards will sit down and listen to him. And they will clap for him. Nigeria.
Margot, take a lot. You've done your bit, right? Thank you, Baba. All right, just take it easy. So we'll go see. Here we have another caller on the line. I want to believe that. That should be Ahmed. Ahmed.
Emina ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ahmed ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. Barka da gida. Lafiya kalau. Ya jin daɗi.
Bless you.
Ya kowa da kowa.
Ahmed, it's been a very tense night. I had it as a mixture of, the presentation of the real issue in a harsh way, as well as in a little bit of, jovial ways. It's been a very steely night. I don't know when you joined.
Baba, I just joined. You know me, I always join late most of the time. So I didn't even want to call it. Now this person will come the para and I even make me call it. Say, Baba, Eddie Suru.
Honestly, one true emperor. They be all the time.
Baba, don't vex you. You know, vex you. You know, go vex with the people there. About the religion thing. We left our own Yoruba religion, but Yoruba. It has its own religion, and we also have our own culture.
Yes.
We might say we don't practice the religion of the Yoruba, but we still practice our culture. We still know our culture, and we still know our values.
Yeah.
So just because we're practicing Islam or Christianity, we don't need to bring in all those kind of things. Let's just address the issues, address the people that are using those measures as their own way of being bigots and stuff like that, And I think it will help better. Everybody has their own choice. You have your own choice. You can say whatever you want, but I'm just saying, I mean, it's just a way of understanding.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just a way of understanding.
You get that? So everybody knows what they say, and when they say,
you own what you say. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And let me touch that religion again. The same people that are shouting Palestine, Israel, all those kind of nonsense now. Gaza.
Pray for Palestine.
Pray for Gaza, pray for Palestine. Do you know, let me tell you one thing. Do you know that the SF, some part of the SF, I think the Navy, precisely, the one I have info about, the Navy precisely, You know that their SF right now is being in Nigeria. Their SF right now in Nigeria, that their special force is being trained by Israel, the same Israel that they are. You see the hypocrisy, Abi?
I can see.
And you know, inside the government, you will see that most of the generals, they are top generals in Nigeria, they are top people that move things in their military. You see that most of them are from the north. But the same north, they cannot say no. Israel shouldn't come and train our SF. We have other places. Why can't you go for America? Okay, no, America is supporting Israel, but you are bringing the same Israel that are even doing the rubbish. Do you know that the same Israel?
That tells you. Well, that should tell everyone why. Sometimes when you think you are mobilizing, raising awareness, for example, about for this one or the Gaza issue, right? While the people you think should probably be cut off, for example, Israel, okay, you end up seeing that they are actually in diplomatic arrangement with your country, including supplying arms to your country, and you'd be like, okay, how do you cut that off?
Maiyegun, let me tell you, there is this weapon that they use in Nigeria. They call it Tavo, a Tavo weapon. It's a 30-round weapon that it just, I don't know how I'll explain that weapon to you, but it's an Israel-made weapon.
Yeah, okay.
There are weapons in that country that are made from Israel. And you see that most of the people, I'm saying most of the people in the Nigerian military are the people from the north that will tell you Musliminiwa, all this kind of nonsense. But the same Israel that you are today sitting, pray for Gaza, free Palestine. Free Palestine, kilo come, make Palestine they do that fight not be today.
I know now.
That fight not be today. That fight you don't take, and that fight now so it will continue.
We are talking about century.
Even the
been back and forth, so that's why I choose not to actually really delve my step.
Even nothing concern you concern. Maybe they do their thing. Even the America that
in my own homeland. They are enough for me for the rest. They are enough for the rest of the world to be saying pray for Europe. But they are not.
You get one day for my Instagram. This is where I've been posting one of my picture like that with uniform and stuff. So one guy they ask me for house. I say, Shin Oga the Gaskeni Abunde Faruda Aki when they supply food for the people for Gaza from air. Where there is, because they ask me that money, Tana Hokani. If they ask me, say, shit, waiting happen, that thing will happen. Say, I say, waiting concern me. She, Mujoda, the way you can't ask question. Waiting concern me, waiting that the supply. She will
say the supply. What does he want to know about the supply? Like, was that from
I have a lot. See, I have a lot of them that will come and say, you are in the army in America, but this is happening in as Muslim money. Come, nothing concern down me as I did. Nkote me fe jelly meanwhile. Nkota on Gaza and waiting they do now their own business that they do.
So today, don't ask me too much about that. Okay, I get a lot to worry about too.
Today they carry me, come move me, say I am going for deployment for Israel. I will go. Because I have already sworn an oath that I will protect, I will defend the United States of America, and I'm doing it, and I'm proud doing it. The same, if you're a Muslim and you think maybe, I'm not supporting Gaza or anything,
Christian stuff like that.
All these things that you see, most of them are all their propaganda. Concern me. Me, I will do my job and I will do it perfectly. I no send you. I be Muslim. I'm a Muslim, but see, I no send you. I no send you. I will do my job the way I want to. So don't play that card with me.
Yeah, your professional work and all that, which is yours.
Yeah, I will say my language. I'm telling you, don't bring it, but you see, when you talk about professionalism, come. I see some trainees where we say that they post on Facebook. Some people will just comment, the hardest army, Nigerian army. I just laugh. Somebody now said, have you seen the way the US train Kinikon? Somebody come they talk, say, you are mad. Have you seen the Marine? They do what? I can't ask, I can't say, which part of the marine have you trained? I'm just asking you. No, I've not trained, but I've seen your money. You are just mad. You are just a mad human being. How would you talk about something you don't know? What they do in Nigeria we call it hazing. You're hazing, you're harassing people, you are not training. We train people here in the way where they would see things and they would like, I don't care, I will go for it, I will face it. You know,
there are so many things in a soldier that you have to really have to, you know. Shooting
how
is the last
would you
part of
mentally
shooting gun?
Yeah, how
is actually the last part of being a soldier. There are so many real things that makes you a soldier beyond shooting guns.
Maiyegun, when you go for training, they will teach you about the job you're about to join. They will give you history of the job you want to join. They will teach you some things that they do and don'ts in the job. After that, they will now move you to go and learn how to shoot.
Yes.
And even if you're learning how to shoot, it's not just to carry weapon and start spraying bullets. They will tell you this is when to shoot, this is when not to shoot. This is when to use your weapon, and this is when to use your head. But in Nigeria, they will train you, I mean, not just to shoot, kill anybody.
Yeah. Soldier.
You don't kill anybody.
Don't argue with the soldier, we'll kill you. Say, man, calm down.
I remember, I don't know if I told you sometimes, I said, look, here, you don't overkill someone.
No.
An enemy, not even someone, enemy. If you call him an enemy, you don't overkill. As long as it's not that dangerous again. It doesn't, you have no right to come back and pull a trigger. If you do, you pull jail. Yes, they will kick you out of this job and you are gone. But today in Nigeria, they will face you, so you will face civilian, you beat him, you slap. Hey, look, it is something that we have done. And we are now seeing that it doesn't make any sense.
Civilians. I say, well done.
Look,
well done.
If
all those bloody
listen, if not anybody with listen, this thing I'm saying is something that we have been in the system before. We have done it. And we now see that, all those things that we did then is just pure madness.
Honestly.
Nigerian military will teach you pure madness. So, Baba, make we face, if you are doing the job, do the job. More live religion, more live. I don't want to talk too much about it.
Full of that. One true emperor is just one crazy guy that is really, really.
One true emperor.
You know what I mean?
Enjoy yourself. For me, I understand the rich. I understand the rich, but I mean.
Yeah, I don't like trying to gag somebody who is angry. I want them to.
It's okay. I mean, you just let it out. I mean, but I mean. Yeah, let's just be guided, you know. I'm not trying to be politically correct.
No.
Politically correct. It's just a suggestion, you know.
Yeah,
you know. But I mean,
because you know, when
everybody have their own say,
right? Even myself, I always do my best to make sure that, except if I really want to intentionally really provoke a certain set of people, right? I am very mindful of it, because I do have people here who really cherish their faith, and I don't like to take a dig at them when I'm when I want to talk about those who actually bring about shame and all that towards that religion. I always want to separate it. So I hope one true emperor will be like that too someday.
Jonah. All right. Happy Salah in advance.
Same to you, Baba. I just know that this will be probably the 4th year I've been greeting you. I'm gonna. I've been greeting me happy Salah for the past 11 years, and I've never tasted any Salah. This is the 12th year. I did tell you every year. Which kind of thing now, Baba? But still, everybody going to greet me. Happy Salah, happy this, happy that. 12 years without a Salah ram. Now that is Ahmed right there. He's a soldier, United States of America soldier, and he's my friend. So be careful. I've got a lot of friends, right? And when I say lot and loads of friends, I am talking about those who are like friends and they are at the same time disciples. We've come a long way. Here is another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very fine.
Great.
Fine. Maiyegun, I don't know if you can still remember me.
Yeah, go on, Baba.
Yeah, my name is Billy. I'm from Edo State, resided here in Germany.
I mean, fantastic. Did you say
Don't know if you still remember me. Billy.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy. One time in your parliament, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that, especially when you say you are from Edo and live in Germany. Is it Billy or Dilly?
Billy. B-I-L-L-Y.
I remember that now. So, Billy, man. Thank you
so
much for calling in, okay, Baba? All of us can hear you now. Go on.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be addicted to your program. From 7 o'clock, I start looking for your program. I will watch the one of yesterday before entering the one of today. So it's a marvelous thing that you are doing, my brother.
Thank you so
much. Thank you very much for being the voice of the voiceless.
Thank you.
Yeah. On a quick one, Maiyegun. Like this madness that they call democracy, according to Philanthropy, that is happening in Edo State. I don't think it can happen anywhere in the world apart from Nigeria. Okay? I'm happy a little that they are fighting within themselves. According to this lawyer that said that wrote a book that never died in their war.
Oh, so never died in their war.
Yes, never died in their war. So I am kind of very happy that what is happening to them, at least if they can scatter more, if that problem can happen more among them. It never stopped then. I wish the Edo State House of Assembly can hasten the way they hasten in this impeachment that they give to Tinubu. I wish they can further enhance everything they are doing in Edo State when it comes to governance, how they govern the people of Edo State.
Honestly.
Okay? Now, when Obaseki came for the second time, we were the one that voted for him that said 4 + 4 talk bar. Now, Obaseki went to my local government, in Oriomo, to be precisely my ward at Uboko ward, okay, and promised them of tying the road 4 years ago from my village down to Benin in just 32 kilometers. For 4 years now, Maiyegun, 4 kilometers of that road is not yet getting to the middle. 4 years.
Like, how do they?
Okay,
how do these guys? Right? How do these guys really actually sleep at night? For example, right? This your community. Like, I walk into your community now, say, "Oh, you need to vote for me. I'm going to fix this road. I promise all of you." In fact, I'm talking to a designer right now, an engineer, blah 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 blah. Then 4 years after that, I'm bringing somebody else that, please vote for this person, is going to succeed me. What are you going to tell them? I'm going to build this road when he becomes governor. Like, do they even have any shame in that regard? I do ask myself.
Maiyegun, these people are evil. They don't think. I don't even think if they sleep at all. Because if they sleep and they have a kind of dream, they're supposed to have a dreaming about the nightmare of my people dying in that road every day. Okay? I don't think they sleep, because if they sleep, really, they will be dreaming of my great-grandfather, of my ancestors that have died in that road. That is number one.
Road is not like forever road care.
The last time I came to
the program, thing to do 4 years.
The last time I came to this platform, I complained bitterly about not having life. I am going to 54 years of my age now, Maiyegun. My father lived in that village. My father died at 60-something. My great-grandfather lived in that village that died about 90-something years. Till now, Bokoniro have been in existence for the past 200 years. Till now, Maiyegun, no light. No light. I'm telling you. It's not that.
I bet it that no matter how unmotorable, can you hear me?
From the road. Ubokoniro resided along the express, Benin Abrakara Expressway. No light.
63 years of independence.
No light. Let me tell you, Maiyegun, among the whole world in Oriomo, right from Ukpato ward, down to Mewesi ward, Uboko ward, Go to Iyoba ward. There is no light. The only place that they have light is Ronigbe ward. Ronigbe and Urome, and I will see have light because of the indigenous factories they have there at the refinery. Yes. Then Urome have a light because of Odubu. From Ugo, go to what is it called? Obagie, all these places down to Ikpe. There is nothing, no light. No light. This place I'm talking about now, we have over 21 community.
Wow.
Over 21 community, no light. It's not that this village now, they are very internal. No, they are along the Benin-Abraka Express Road. Along. The Benin-Abraka Express Road share my village.
So
there is no light.
That is where you have that 32 kilometers of... See, I have seen worse roads in Benin on so many occasions, right? I have seen people who went on the main road like that in Benin, and a lot of people were asking, what exactly did Obaseki do in 8 years in Benin, in Edo? 8 years.
That might is coming. That might is coming.
This Igodalo guy, I swear Igodalo guy, is also the chairman, economic team of Obaseki for 8 years. Is the guy in charge of all this economic team they always put up and say they are advising them on economy. I swear Igodalo, a banker, is said to be the head of Obaseki's economic team. And now he's going to be the governor, which means he's been part and parcel of the entire failure in the first place. But it doesn't seem like the Edo people will be able to escape this, by the way. Obaseki's
the thing is, I'm happy that the two major parties are bringing out a candidate from Edo Central, which I'm very, very happy of. I am not from Edo Central. I am from Oriomo. But I'm happy that I'm from Edo South, so which is from Oriomo. So from Edo Central, I'm happy because these people have been a great leader. You understand me? Because during the time of Bruce Ali, Edo State was torn. Okay? During the 18 months of what is the man? This man that was Osumbo. Okay, Edo State at least witnessed a little good of governance. But the 8 years of Oshomole and the 8 years of Obaseki and the 8 years of Igbenedion have been a death trap to Edo State. You understand me? So at least because Edo Central have no long population, so they have that consciousness that when they walk, at least the Edo people will regard them. So anytime they are coming, they always come with full governance and come and really deliver the dividends of governance to Edo people. My brother, please.
I love this, Billy Man. See, you know what you have just done, Billy Man. You know what you have just done? You have managed to get, especially the Edo people watching this broadcast this evening. It doesn't matter where they belong to. You have actually got a lot of them thinking right now. And I appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much. We are watching.
Thank you, Maiyegun.
Really?
Thank you, Maiyegun.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a good evening.
I'm happy. Thank you very much, Maiyegun. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you too. Yeah. So that's Sabili calling us from Germany. A brilliant submission of an Edo man who is watching from far. Why are those they thought could be better and different, especially when it comes to this Edo issue? You see, when they were doing the Edo no be Lagos, or more, you need to see the Edo people in the diaspora. They took it personally. Oh dear, they took it personally. Oshiomhole, we supported you. We supported you, Oshiomhole. Now you are trying to now stop. You know, I remember all those days. Everyone is disappointed. There are many of them still feeling like, even though Obaseki fumbled, because of the time and energy and everything they put behind him, thinking is, you know, we not make them come out and say anything against him. But what Mr. Billy just did, my brother there, what you just did there is that you have gotten a lot of them thinking now and say, I think it's time for me to actually be honest too. Obaseki effed up. More take this one. Please remember, I want to say big thank you to my super chatters, okay? Let me see if I can, let's start with Kingsley Ogiriaki. And then I've got a Kesintin, if you come. That's Kesintin. Kesintin, bro. Then I've got Yomi Totu. Totu, Baba. Thank you. Here is that caller on the line. Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun, good evening, Baba.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yesterday, it's just an analogy. You know, there are some, when you are in the hospital, there are different types of doctors or nurses that will come and give you medication or see how you're feeling. There are some doctors that will come, some nurses that will come.
Yeah.
You will be happy. And some, they will come and they will aggravate your illness. You might even die on the spot or have hypertension.
And we always pray them to come up to encounter such or those.
Yeah, exactly. That is what you are to me. And yesterday I clocked 20 times 3 plus 1. Just like the young man, or what is his name, that mother took the phone from her at the end of the day. You have been my doctor for the past 4 years. About
your mood doctor, yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody that helps you kind of handle it and manage it enough that at least.
Last 2 years ago, when my daughter died, you were there for me of cancer of the leg, and then last year when my wife died of breast cancer, you are there for me.
Bless you.
So you are my doctor. I see you as doctor of psychology, metaphysics, psychology, and logic doctor. To me and to members of the Temple of Truth.
Yes, sir.
You are one of the few icons that Nigerians got that they don't know the value of what they have got. You are one of those people that were chased, or one of us that were chased away from Nigeria because we have a lot to give to that country. But they have thrown away the good one, the best in Nigeria. They have thrown them away. Yesterday, I was while celebrating my birthday. I was at home. I switched off my phone.
So yesterday was your birthday, right?
Yeah, I sent you. I sent you a super chat yesterday.
Oh,
so I was at. Yeah, so I was at home thinking, what am I going to do? I don't want to go party. I don't even want to speak to anybody. I just want to recalibrate my life. Look where I'm coming from, what this and that.
Like a sober reflection, self-evaluation, and just look back and say, well, let's value my life, and going forward, I do not want this party. I just want to think.
Yeah. So towards the afternoon, I was feeling somehow. I said, what am I going to do? And I just saw, so I just called my office and they gave me an overtime. And the reason why I come to the office to have the overtime is just to watch you, to have a time and talk to you. Then you will talk to me. I'm sorry. That's why I just said, let me call Maiyegun yesterday, but it was so somehow.
So busy. Did I even take on last night? I think I didn't. Somehow I just skipped it.
You didn't. So I was expecting you to talk to me.
It would have been one special day as well for you if we ended up having to have this chat that we're having now yesterday.
Seriously.
Well, yeah, better late than never, sir. All right?
Seriously,
here we are.
It would have made my days to be happier. I mean, it would be like say I was taking a bottle of whiskey and happy throughout the day. And that is what you are. Thank you very much,
God bless you, sir. I have a lot of people here who are already wishing you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you as well.
My name is Aki Olafioye.
Aki Olafioye Eke Baba. God bless you. Thank you so much. And once again, happy birthday to you, sir. And thanks so much as well for always being there. You are the type that I believe that once I turn my camera on, they're always going to be at the other end. You are one of them. Okay, and you are one of the reasons why the camera will continue to turn on here. God bless you, sir, right?
Thank you, Maiyegun. It's not maybe I don't want to add or discuss about Nigerian situation, but I just put it aside because you have said a lot, and a lot. So Yoruba used to say a bad year last of Omoluabi. So bad Shoki no be omogi. So if you don't need to be repeating things and over again before you get to the point. And I told you most of the time, like last year when I went home, when I talked to some people just came around. Are you a Maiyegun fan? I say, how do you know? He said you are talking like Maiyegun. I said, well, whatever, but that is the truth. Because
it's not hard to tell. You'll be the 10th or so person who have actually told me here that every time they try to sort of have engagement with some people, surprisingly in that audience, somebody's going to be like, are you a Maiyegun listener? You are sounding like, say, yes, Maiyegun's very political. Say, oh, I'm one of them too. See, we are already connecting ourselves a lot in real life, where things that connect us is about what we share in common. I mean, Temple of Truth. Baba?
Thank you very much.
God bless you. Long
life. Thank you very much. You're
so welcome.
And others, thank you so much. God bless you, God bless you.
Enjoy the week as you have a brand new year on the horizon, Baba.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, sir.
And God bless
Stay
you.
safe,
God bless you, members of TOT,
every
Temple
one of us.
God bless you and all your family.
God bless
Have
you,
a nice night.
Sir, good night. AK there, that's amazing. I wish I was really much active on this birthday. And I noticed so. It would have been a different feeling, truly. It would have been a different feeling. Where you're like, oh, today is my birthday, Maiyegun. And I'm like, oh, it's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, sir. Long life and prosperity. It actually eats differently. Okay? When somebody has to say, oh, happy birthday to you, exactly on your birthday, or it is coming from somebody you really want to say that to you. Okay? And mostly, right, a lot of us don't really, we do not really see the big deal in all of this. But once in a while, they become big of a deal when the I love you is coming from, some least expected places. It makes it special. I wish I was here yesterday, but I'm not going to beat myself to it, okay? I want you to feel, sir, I want you to always feel good enough that finally we spoke. And I kind of wish you happy birthday myself, not me seeing your comment and sending happy birthday. I said it to you. That was what would have happened yesterday, okay? And genuinely wish you a much, much prosperous, healthy, longer life, sir, for the sake of the humanity. Thank you so much for all of you for being there. Now, let me take another one. Our time is running out. We only have just about 12 minutes to go. I know it can be really annoying for those who have tried to get through, but unfortunately they won't. But don't worry, your time will come. Here is a caller. Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun.
Baba.
How are you, sir?
Good evening to you. How are you?
Very well. I managed. No.
No, it's not.
This is Richmond.
It is Richmond.
Richmond from DC.
God bless you, Baba. You know why? I think it's because you are still using that Nigerian number under your WhatsApp, right? It got me. Yeah, it got me sort of boxed to a corner in between. Was that Saholu or somebody else? Well, of course, it's somebody else.
Okay. Yeah.
How are you doing?
Yes, I do. Been some time, but I see you on camera every day. Though.
I know you do. Thank you so much. Go on, Baba.
You won't be able to comprehend what you do. The God-given talents that you are using positively, and you don't allow any influence to stop you from being focused on what you believe in.
Baba, thank you so much.
You wouldn't know how far you have gone. It's all.
And you know what we say in Yoruba? You know what we say in Yoruba, right? That pray for me that I never find out. So
okay.
pray for me.
Yeah.
I never find out that value you are talking about. You know, when I find out, it's probably when I have lost it. You get that?
Gonna get into
then you
your
look back,
head.
you're like,
Yeah,
oh, is that what I
bro.
lost? Oh, my God, you don't know what you lost. You don't know yourself. That time you are like this. You are this. Look at you now. You've lost it. So pray for me. All right, I never
No,
find out that
you don't
value.
have to. Since you've not lost it now, you know,
That's what we
the
say.
government
Pray
has
for me that
an
I don't lose
opinion.
that. I don't find out that value.
No.
People keep telling me,
see,
but pray for me, I never find out. Because when I find out,
Maiyegun, let me tell you something. You're not going to find out, you know, since you've not found out till now, because the people that you know, the people you are fighting against has formed an opinion about you. So they're not going to come to you to, you know, try to woo you again because they know they will fail.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? When they upgrade you as a book,
I've not got any value for them or no use for them except I'm going to be in trouble. So they avoid me.
But you are destroying their territory. Frankly
Bless
speaking,
Richmond,
you are
thank
doing
you so much
much.
for those kind words, by the way. Thank you.
Maiyegun, one other thing is what you have done, you know, in also changing people's perspective, especially that lady, Charm or something.
Oh, Lady Charm.
Yeah, use her as a case study, you know. When she came before, she was blah, 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 blah about Nigeria, enthusiasm that things will get better. But these days, when I listen to her talk, I will laugh. I say, oh, my goodness.
It doesn't take time. You know, people who misunderstood us that time, Richmond, right? They said we were troublemakers. We were too blunt. Break it up and save lives. Oh, come on. We shouldn't be saying that. Come on. All this break up. It's so scary. People who are scared of the word break up, they are the advocate of it now. And more of them will join. Richmond. It is a matter
I
of
know
time.
they're joining. Most of them will not reach you. You know, they will not want to come openly like we take, you know, liberty to come to you sometimes. You know, and people know our voice and all that. You know, but I'm not going to change because I know that that is the only thing that can save my people.
It is.
When that competition of all these ethnicities, you know, starts to come to bear. You know, that everybody's on their own and they are doing their thing. My brother, the entire Africa will change. And unless we do it, nothing will happen.
Nothing. And sometimes because when we say this, you know what I say to people, Sir Richmond, right, is that thank God that some of us could find means around using our words to explain what we see and how we see things, okay? But in most cases, words alone cannot really express or explain what we are trying to communicate. You get that? So that is why sometimes when you say things, they are good stuff, but sometimes the way you say them, they come out so wrong. And then they just make you lose the people instead of winning them. So that is why when we manage ourselves to explain it and say, this is what we have seen, this is what we have seen, don't think we are doing this because it's our, what do you call it? It is what we wished for. We are saying that the actions of these guys is going to bring about a counter reaction, an opposite reaction, and it's never going to be in any of us' interest. But to save all of us, and the generation unborn, can we can we initiate that conversation of break up this contraption and save lives? But they said, no, that's too harsh. Let us pray. Let us come together. We need unity. Until we discover that the unity beggars are also part of our enemies. Those who want us to live in denial of all of this, Richmond.
Maiyegun, there's something I sent to you last, maybe about 10 days now.
Right.
I sent you a text message.
Right.
Then maybe you've not seen it. I will try to send it again immediately after this. Immediately I drop now, I send it again so that you see it. Sometime in 2016, after the 2015 election, some people came to me, you know, that knows that I had a script I wrote in 2012 that no, we should do something and all that about it because they know that Nigeria is going to degenerate into something. I've told you this before that I was working for Buhari, you know, and I left him in 2014 because I know that he has, you know, changed from what I used to know. You know, anyway, it's a long story, but the issue is this. I went to Fela. So to Dele for it to me, we had a discussion, and when we checked that concept, he then was writing a book, this book that he published, and he told me, listen, I want to release this book, and I want to do something else. He told me I don't want to say on there.
That's fine.
But when we looked at that, he said, this is not going to work. I said, why is it not going to work? He said, because of the knot. I said, it will work.
It will.
But that is exactly the concept that has come to play on Obi. I don't want to ask him again that you see that what I told you could work even in the knot. I sent you something that I want us to
right
discuss.
Here in your inbox as we speak, trying to scroll through them. And I've seen few.
I want to see your studio become the number one politically in Nigeria. Just let us, I don't know how else to reach you so that I can.
Now,
yeah.
Like I said, see, by the time you drop this call, right, you should get my message. And I'm going to say,
okay,
hi, Richmond, keep this.
Okay, that would be great. So we
right?
can.
So I'll send that to you right now, because you're actually going to be my last caller anyway. So we can easily just do that, and you can easily confirm. I'm the one who has all these thousands of missed calls and messages, but mine shouldn't be too long to see on your phone. Okay, you will see it. I said, "I Richmond," and that will be me being able to actually follow up on any other further conversation. Okay,
no problem.
Richmond.
If I get it, I'll respond. Thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. Let us see what God has for Africa. Because I know that something must definitely give. We have reached the synthesis of this whole thing. So something must happen. The elasticity is finished.
You are right.
Let's see what is coming.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
But I'm interested in your studio.
I know.
Yeah.
God bless you, Rich.
All right.
Okay? And I hope that now, I will be able to actually really recognize the number very well. Richmond, this will be the second time we are speaking in probably in 2-3 weeks, so which is great. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful evening yourself. Okay, I will reach out.
You too. Thank you.
Now, this is where I'm going to draw the curtains. My time is so far gone, maybe not far gone, but it's really gone. I've only got about 3 minutes left, and then I want to say thank you to every one of us who, make it a date again tonight. Tomorrow we are reading this. I hope you remember this, okay? Tomorrow we are starting the Why We Struck, the story of the first Nigerian coup. You don't want to miss it. It starts from 12 noon. UK Nigerian time tomorrow, 12 noon. And by max, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Thanks for your time. I will see you some other time. All right? Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun Diary, Diary political. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ o làwa. àbámọ̀ tó dódòdó. Maiyegun diary na ibi number one. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí mò ń gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. àìsíwọ̀lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.